Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be the first week of the new play session of the Mountaineer campaign. New rules, updated board, new unit here or there. And we've got 101 players. That's going to be a record. We've broken our population record. We're growing slowly but surely. This first map is going to be on Hooker's Push. Not my favorite, all things admitted. I really don't like this map just because of the run back from Union Main to get into the field. Although one time I was playing this map, it was by myself versus like 6 Confederates late night, and I actually won by just being in the cornfield with a Sharps rifle. So you can 1v6 on this map sometimes. Real quick, before everyone starts going a little crazy, go into the roster. We got Captain Complex from IVB leading his IVB group. We're going to have Cadet Hayden leading CQB. Good to see him again. We've got Metal leading what he's got with MB. And for the fourth, we've got, I'm going to say it's Lightburn, just because there's only 2 companies. So, yeah, it's going to be Lightburn. Okay. Let's go over to the Union team. Union does have a pretty sizable artillery battery tonight. They're going to be led by Captain Birds from 71st PA. They are a newcomer to this event, so good to see you in. We're going to have 9th Corps led by 2nd Lieutenant Turquoise. And EB, at least that detachment of EB, is going to be led by Chief. Corporal Falk is going to be leading the rest of the 1st Men. Sad to see that Mac is not in the fight. All right, so like I said, Union does have a pretty considerable amount of battery tonight. They're going to have 6 people all in all, so I mean, in theory, they could run 3 cannons, just about. This map can be difficult for Union artillery if CSA moves out of that position. If they take it close into the field around this area, it's going to be very difficult for them to get accurate shots. But if CSA stays out here, it's going to be free real estate. Missed it, but somebody already got sniped. World's most expensive mini ball. Not a bad first shot for a ranging shot. Little bit lower. Man, he would have gotten some kills. IVB doing a nice volley. Let's see what rifles they've got. They've got 500 yardos, I think. Volleying at this distance, not necessarily bad or good. Just something to do. Maybe get a couple kills here and there. But we do have the majority of the Union team, of course, moving straight up the middle of the field. I expect them to just take it right to the enemy team. That shot was a little low. That one was a little high. Another kill, though. Technically, the first 2 kills in the match have been artillery sniped. I expect Union to probably just come up here on the fence, get into a good old-fashioned shootout. They might take the rocks up and the foliage up over here. Really, actually not too much you can do with this map. Sometimes you can come around this area, take these rocks up as Union, which isn't bad either. But, yeah. Gonna have Colonel Collector and his 2 merry men. They're going off on a right flank, probably just a scout up ahead. Nice volley again from IVB. Wasn't able to cover it. CQB is being a little bit more conservative in their positioning. Just kind of waiting to see what the enemy does first. Again, it is 56-47. So if IVB gets a couple more people in over time, 4th West Virginia will swap back to the Union team. Another nice volley. A little bit low. With these accuracy changes that were implemented last month, it should maybe change the flow of this map a little bit. As you can see, CSA is holding pretty far out, as they would. take a look at what Union has for rifles. I think they've got Sharps rifles, so that'll be a pretty big advantage. There are a couple scopes going to be in there. I don't think we've developed any specific rules about sniper scopes, but I honestly don't think they're that big enough of an advantage to be a big deal. 9th Corps is pushing out the Scouting Force of Collector, IVB. He's going to try to pull back in time. That is probably 10 tickets or so gone. Let's hope that this guy gets out. Otherwise, there'll be a little bit more ticket strain. 9th Corps is doing a nice thing. Like I said, taking up these rocks right there is sometimes advantageous. Salty does look like he's going to get out. But, ooh, look at that. Who was that? That was this man right here. Private Chernobyl. Give that man a medal. Another nice volley. So far, 37 minutes, 52. Not many tickets are taken. It does look like CSA has just a smidge of their tickets taken out. Again, that's going to be those 2 cannon shots plus that group that got taken out. Another low shot. Actually, it looks like I missed a cannon shot at some point. But yeah, those scopes, from all the testing I've done with it, I actually think the iron sights are better than the scopes, especially now that the zeroing works properly. Scopes are nice, like 150, 200 yards. Past that, at least with the Whitworth scope, I haven't tested the sharp scope too much. It just doesn't have the clarity to really give you an advantage over range. Reticle can be nice, but the iron sights ain't bad. CSA still taking a passive approach. They're just opting for the shootout. Good volleys from IVB. Let's take a look at the Union team.
Yep, double column in motion.
Interested to see what Chief is going to be doing here. It looks like he might be going in something deep, maybe around this area. I'm not sure if they can even get over here, if I remember correctly, but if they can, not bad. I'm not sure if they're really taking, the Union team is taking enough tickets to be able to justify staying in a shootout. They will probably have to force something in the next 5 to 10 minutes. These guys are probably about 200, 240 yards away. So if they got 500 yarders, not a guaranteed kill. But like you said, accuracy change does impact it a little bit. Let's take a look at artillery. A little too far right. This is their first showing in this event, so if they do very well on artillery, that will be some clout that they will have. So far, not necessarily bad, but they do have an opportunity here to do a lot of damage. It is somewhat of a difficult shot, I will note, just due to the way the deflate is and the arc. To get an actual splash on the ground, you have to aim it perfectly. It's going nice and independent. Now some tickets are being taken. Not too bad. But you can see the curvature of this. Really, it's going to be difficult for him to get a nice splash. I do like Caden over here on the rocks, just, you know, giving yourself a wider angle, giving yourself a little bit of cover. And you've even got some trees. Look at that. Union is moving to the right. I think they might be taking this little island right here and hop. That's normally what I'd recommend to do as Union, is island hop. Take this area, defeat in detail. Take this area, And the world is your oyster. Not a bad shot by artillery. Again, just needs to be a little higher up. It's probably hard for them to confirm if they're actually getting good proper hits. It's going to be 9th Corps. 9th Corps got the right idea.
Another one died.
They are losing a couple guys. Unless they're charging, like I said, accuracy changes. I've always been pretty partial to only putting on your bayonet when you expect to get charged, when enemies are close, or when you think you're going to charge. Otherwise, especially at this distance, I would keep my guys without their bayonets on. That's a whole lot less sway, and it makes a bigger difference than you would think. I know the vanilla strategy, of course, is to just always have your bayonet on. But you gotta be flexible. They're kind of giving up a little bit of their cover just to have this line formation. A little nitpicky, but maybe try to just use the rocks to the fullest ability. They're there. You might as well use them. Looks like they're popping out, firing, going behind, reloading. Let's take a look at this left flank. This is going to be EB. Chief is going in deep. CSA will have to respond to this, of course. And they are responding. Looks like IVB is mainly going to move over there. 11th PA, IVB, other portions, IB, CQB are going to be holding this left flank.
Get them bads on.
Considerable amount of the Union team is on this right flank now. You can use this defilade here. Like I said, I wasn't exactly sure how far you could go. I'm not too super familiar with the boundaries of this map all the time, especially because of Publix. But you can definitely use this defilade here to conceal yourself as you reload quite a bit. This might be... So IVB is going in for a close-up attack. They will be slightly outnumbered with their positioning, so hopefully they can get some assistance from other units. Because if they start to falter, they will probably get charged out by these Union guys. Chief is actually pulling out. I personally, if I was Chief, I would have kept it here. They're close. More tickets. Maybe charge them. First men's doing what they do best. They're just kind of out here screening. They've got some Sharps rifles. Yeah, especially these guys that wouldn't have a bayonet on. Who they lose? Drex. Cannon rate of fire. Seems pretty steady. Again, they do have a lot of people. They've got 8 people now in artillery. Who's this going to be? This is going to be my man Joker run back from spawn. This is theoretically 8 people who could be on the front line fighting. Not that that'd make too much of a difference with the circumstances at the moment. I would maybe like to see them output a little bit more. There goes one. That was not bad. Again, little short. But Union is already outnumbered by a little bit, so it's technically a 41 versus a 56. Just because of the artillery crew. EB's opted to make a solid line formation. Again, 29 minutes. Both teams still in battle already. I don't think they're taking enough tickets to really get that as a win condition. Final push, last stand win condition. I would maybe start playing for point, play for full wipes. And they are. They're going to cap point. So there you go. Doing exactly what I said. It's going to force the CSA to do something about that. And with how they're positioned right now, especially with those sharps rifles, CSA is probably in for a rude awakening. Probably pull my guys back a little bit on top of the hill. Just to conserve some tickets. Not that they care too much. If they recap point, they'll get those back, of course. Still like this positioning. Still think it's probably the strongest position that CSA can take. Just for that small detachment.
Moving to your left. To your left. To your left. They're shifting right. They're shifting right. They're gonna pop out the other side of the hill. I see those flags to the right.
The ghosts are? Not sure what's going on all the way back here. They have all their flags up. Maybe flag respawn timer is just a little extreme. Probably IVB coming back. Yeah. Yeah. Just because they've only got those two companies, flag respawn's going to be a bitch. The more they lose, though, in this firefight, it's going to be a slug trail. It's going to be maybe difficult. First good cannon shot. That was nice. I think they got 2 or 3 people. Shouldn't say first good cannon shot, but that's the first one I saw that turned some people in the jelly. They are getting dropped like a sack of potatoes. CSA here really has to probably start formulating some kind of plan to retake point. Every minute you spend ticking down that timer is not good. And it's going to be difficult for them to actually retake point. So they need to start trying early while they still can.
Boys, flags moving. What up, 94? What are you guys doing?
Union is losing point. I'm not sure if that's, I think it's due to cap. They'll be able to stop that if they want to. If I was Union, I'd definitely stop them from taking point. I'd full commit to make sure they don't do that. But maybe they have something different in mind. And they are kind of almost facing to the east. Smoke always blows towards the east in this game. As a little fun trivia fact, you didn't know that. Generally, it blows to the east as far as I remember. So the smoke will be coming back into their faces, which might obscure them a little bit as they fire. Same thing going on over here. Their smoke is pretty much going to be lingering in front of them. Not really something you ever really factor in while you're leading, but... Is Turquoise planning a charge? They might be planning a charge. Like I said, I would definitely not let them retake point. Who's that all the way on front? That was a nice cannon shot. Looks like it was probably just standard shell. Here comes a charge by the Union team. Little too late. CSA got those tickets back. Probably should have done this a couple, like maybe 1 minute earlier. They'll probably just try to immediately retake point. If I was CSA, I would probably try to take care of this group right here. Looks like that might be what's going on. Looks like IVB is probably charging it. Yep, IVB charge. Or maybe not. They're going for the ye olde broadside. I maybe would full commit for the charge. if you actually wiped out the entirety of the Union team plus flags, oh my god, that sucks so fucking bad for Union. They've got to walk for 5 minutes to get back. I would definitely charge right now. Let's look at this from the Union perspective.
Yeah, we gotta go, guys.
A double on the same cannon team. Union team is falling back. That's flag down. Like I said, I personally would have charged them out. I saw an opportunity. There's blood in the water. But maybe they're just trying to play a little bit more conservatively. Good. They did good, though, with how they came together. Like I said earlier, with that many guys being on that cannon crew, plus the already imbalance we've got going on, probably a little brutal. Nice shot. I don't remember if I gave this guy permission to record. I think he was recording shorts for IVB, commercials or something. If you are ghosting, I do ask you, like, please don't do that. Just don't do it. That goes for everyone. Little did you guys know, I actually have 2 monitors. The entire time I'm watching this event go on, I'm telling 4th West Virginia exactly where to go and what to do. I'm pretty devious about it.
Oh, what's blowing in your mouth? Look at your clean uniform, you prissy boy.
Sorry, I'm too busy winning.
Oh, Henry, you don't have a hat no more, man. Your hat's gone.
I've got no hat?
Ugly ass head.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Honestly, if there's an option for no hat, I would take it. These guys are really falling back, probably because they have the flag. Pretty big setback for the Union team to get wiped out like that. Could have been worse, but
Let me check.
still, I'm surprised they are not
Yeah, you see the smoke.
manning more cannons. They've got 8 individuals, minus, officer can't load. But so 2.5 cannon crews.
430 yards.
3.5 cannon crews. I'd also be surprised. I'm surprised that they're not taking the big boys.
Hey, flag, just rally behind Artie. Rally with Artie. You can get in formation. Rally with Artie.
Good luck, Artie. Good luck.
Give him
Keep
hell
going
at it.
with those beautiful shots.
Alright, Bandit, you can come with us if you're up in there.
Let's take a look. Let's see if that shot hits. That looks like it's going to be a little too high, just from my guesstimation. Actually, it's got a good x-axis. I'm just not convinced on the y. Might be a little too high for splash. Same thing. Let's do a little eyeball. X-axis off. And again, looks like the y might be a little high. But we'll see. Maybe they correct it. Flag is still kept down, so Union will definitely be trying to take that. Get that up. That was very low. That volley they did actually did get Union into engaged, interestingly enough. That wasn't bad. I don't know if that got any kills. I'm going to assume it probably got 2 to 3. What is this? It's going to be Captain Mac going for the flag. Good job, Mac. Good man. "23 minutes on the clock. CSA still battle ready. Union is just too engaged. I potentially foresee this match going into a timeout. And that will probably be one of the very few times that's actually happened in this event. Again, we've got 106 players for the big boys now. They're opting to shoot from the fence while they consolidate. Not a necessarily bad. A lot of rate of fire over here by IVB.
Yeah, they want to push right.
Fourth should probably at this point swap back. One. Looks like 8. Okay, maybe not. They've got 9. 48 plus 9. 57. 60 minus 9. 52. Probably. I don't know. Not good at math. But, yeah. What we really need is like 10 non-affiliated unit members that just swap back and forth. They do have the Sharps rifles, you know, a little bit of compensation, so they are shooting twice as fast, but still. $12-man imbalance.
Keep going 53rd. We're going to be on the right side. Advance.
Garrison
Right.
this way. They're right in front of us. Right in front of us, boys. Independent fire.
Valleys.
See that smoke?
Are you satisfied? How long can you stay in the heat?
I think this might be 4th West Virginia, all the way over here on the right. They maybe want to move up to the rest of the team just to contribute a little bit more. Say with 5EB, they might want to shift their priorities to this entire area as the Union team is shifted out. CSA has just gone to engage at 20 minutes on the clock. So Union will have to take them out of 2 more morale stages to get them in the breaking to win by capture. If they want that to happen, they've got to start working right now. So I wouldn't stand on top of that rock like that. That's asking for trouble. Yeah. Yep. Self-preservation.
They're all over that ridge as well. If you don't want to shoot at a rock, they're all over on that ridge.
At 19:00, we can move in.
Union charging at 19:00. I wish them success, wealth, and great fortune. This looks like a subliminal message. The bodies are a Y, maybe an O. So let me check. Sorry to interrupt, but let me see how many what my bodies are at. Let's turn that up. It's rookie numbers. We need to pump them up. Here comes the Union team, as they said, at 19:00. They're charging in. They are going in. They've lost 1 officer, so that's 1 revolver down. Are they taking the flags with them? They are. Interesting kind of setup for how this charge is going. If Union can hold on the rocks and these guys don't intervene, they might be able to get a little temporary foothold and fight them off. But it's so far not going well for Union. Holy shit, what happened? Did force swap back? Force swap back. So Fortifies Virginia swap back. A little too late to make any like super big contribution to the match. Balance now is in favor of Union by technically 2 people. So that's better than it was before. Let's see if they're if them joining can help in the last 17 minutes, and they'll help in the next round for sure. Balance is almost perfect now, actually. That's good. Again, with the cannons, maybe a little higher rate of fire. I maybe would have split up the 3 guns. If both these cannons nail their next shot, I will not talk about them for the rest of the night, and I will only say very, very extraordinarily good things. Let's eyeball it. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Looks like they aren't even really... Get your goddamn foot out of the way, dog. Fuck. Direct hit in an individual, but no... Like I said, pretty difficult. But are they going to shoot their cannon? He's now... Look at that. They lost their flag in that big old volley that just happened.
I close my eyes and let my sister do the shoot.
No, no.
No, we don't.
Union having 2 flags down. A little too high. Union having their flags down is going to be very, very, very bad for them. I maybe would have liked to see them keep their flag back over on fence when they charged in as a guarantee, security.
Make a nice souvenir, dude.
Damn, boys.
Who said what? What you?
What? Who said what?
What me? Yeah.
What?
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 I'm gonna follow
What?
in with you guys for a little bit until my regiment gets up here.
Yeah,
Go for it. Go for it. You know my answer.
No. So, okay. Alright, that's all I needed to know. Okay, Orange Man bad.
We are talking about the annoying orange, right? The YouTube channel.
Yeah. What else did you think?
Okay, yeah. Wanted to clarify.
Up and over.
Politics in my Civil War game? Unbelievable. Again, the can shots being a little too high. If they just went down a tick or two, pressed S once, 1 or 3 times, they might get a good old direct splash. Not sure what's going on over here. Hopefully they're not just taking ammo, because I think they should have enough ammo still. They've got... Yeah, that's 1 carriage. And they've still got 1 shell there. And they've actually managed to run out of ammo. 1 carriage. I'd probably just take from this one. And then I'd swap to the golds. I'd swap to these cannons. What they could have done in the beginning of the round, if they're worried about just, what you can see, you just move them over to like right about here. And there you go. But running all the way back and forth to get some shells is going to take them a little bit of time. Union is pretty split up here. Looks like this might be fourth, not SEB. Fourth is probably over here, going in for a very, very wide flank by themselves. Yes. And we've got the rest of the Union team. Far right. Turquoise is going in for the far flank. This is out of bounds, so they'll have to go quick. Looks like in the brief moment I looked away, the fourth got slapped down to the goddamn dirt. And they're still getting shredded.
Gentlemen, skirmish spacing. Move it up a little bit if you can't see all too well.
Sevi coming up close. The rest IVB. Probably going to try to take out this little small group. I don't think they have the numbers to do it. They're getting very close. Hopefully they have their loads. What are they doing? Oh, for a little serpentine?
Evil Smurf! Sit the fuck down, Evil Smurf! Yeah, that's right, you little bitch. Get teabagged on. That's what Canadians do to your bitch ass, Evil Smurf.
All right.
We're not gonna run against that right now. Just shoot him in the head, I think.
This range, I would probably just stick to 100 yards, aim at the waist. Not bad. Yeah, not bad. A little too soon.
Fall back, boys, fall back. Shift. Left, we're going left, we're going left.
Turn and run the other way.
Left, boys, left.
As far as I can tell, no incidents of Ramboing tonight by either side. That's what you want to see. Well, this map doesn't really permit it very well. Lord knows I'd be.
Just a little higher there, buddy. Oh, wait, no, you got that.
So 10 minutes on the clock. Definitely not going to win by getting them into last stand. They're going to have to win by taking point. If they want to take point, they've got to start doing it very quickly. Looks like that might be happening about now. They need to fully consolidate, go on as one. Gone in piecemeal is going to lead to disaster. We'll watch this from the Union perspective. I've been getting a lot of love for the CSA tonight, so let's take a look at how the Union does it. Good cannon shot. That's what you like to see. A little too high. By tap a W.
First Minnesota, get up, let's go.
Union is capturing point. Very good, very good. If I was CSA, I would probably do everything in my power to make sure they don't cap. I would probably like full commit something. Once they get almost to cap, I'd charge them off. Especially because they're missing a whole group of dudes. They are late to the party. Probably IVB again over here. Yep. Going in for a far flank. They're trying to get in behind. They can do some damage, but if they get spotted, Union's falling back. Oh, okay, they're charging these guys up. Yep, like I said, once they get spotted, they're gonna get DE_destroyed. Little diversion though. Maybe that's for chess. Again, pretty piecemealed out. Union CSA just got into taking losses. I have a creeping suspicion. Call me crazy, but I have a feeling that Union is not going to win.
3 reinforcements. Spread out the line, spread out the line.
We're gonna burn that shit down like 1912.
Union, of course, just now goes into taking losses. Very low casualty match. They are taking point. That's good.
Once we cap, do not get off point. Once we cap, tell your commanders do not get off point once we cap.
Don't get off point once we cap.
Encore over here, on the right. Encore on the right.
We got a flag. Southwest. South. Cut them down. Up the fire.
By southwest, orange, and
Keep this line spaced out. Keep up the Tree wood goes further left if you can. The line goes towards the
Union is taking point. That's good for them. They will be able to stall out the end of the match for another couple minutes, it seems. There we go. 6 minutes 50 on the clock. And that's actually less time than I thought they would have. So CSA does actually have to make a concerted effort here to push them off point. Could be the biggest reversal that we've seen since the season started, because it's the first fucking play session of the season. So maybe this will set the tone for the rest of the season. Hi. Like I wish I was right now. This is probably the period of the match that I would want to have these guys in the line killing motherfuckers. I really hope for the CSA sake, a little too high. I hope for CSA's sake that they don't fucking sell this match. They've been doing so well this entire time. If they lose by fucking timeout on cap, I am going to be so severely disappointed. They're going to lose so much aura. Let's get here we go. Now we're really cooking with gas. This is exactly what we needed. Actually, let's fix this even more. Oh, look, you never thought you'd see a night vision recording of War Rice, did you? Wow.
Probably gonna come from the right. I would suggest watch on your left more. Yeah.
Now I fucked it up. Whoops. Here comes a massive CSA charge. This is going to make or break. If they get wiped out, that's going to be the probably end of the match, and I'm going to be very, very fucking disappointed. If they succeed, then business is normal. And you get that flag up. Union is tearing them a third asshole. Every second that stays down is a second that you ain't getting respawns. It's actually not looking good for CSA, guys. It's not looking good. That was a nice cannon shot, but a little too far right. I actually think they just lost. Yeah. Alright, if you're watching this video right now, put down in the comments if you think that the CSA team in 3 minutes, 20 seconds can recover and retake point. If not, you've got to like and subscribe. Two minutes, 50 seconds. Not a lot of time. Looks like CSA might have one last hurrah. Or should I do the rebel yell? Don't know. But we got one last chance to group up, make a final push. Giving up point like that, big mistake. This is fine. Not bad. It's fine. Big old line.
Yeah, I gotta give Sevi one last hit off the geek bar before he dies. Yeah, man, Sevi already passed away, so yeah, here you go, bud.
What is this gentleman doing? Scouting, perhaps? They are going in right now. Okay. Flip a coin. If he got heads twice in a row, CSA is going to win. It's actually somewhat even, kind of, still in the favor of Federals. Maybe something happens though. Looks like probably Metal. Yeah, Metal's got his Lamat more than likely. They are doing it. They actually did it, kind of. Once he runs out of revolver ammo, it's over. Nah, they didn't do it. I mean, you got one guy getting the flag. They're not going to have enough people to contest point for cap. That's going to be the end of the first round of this week's play session of the first new season. Very well fought by both sides. CSA giving up point, big mistake. Probably wasn't even intentional. It just happened. Union did a pretty good job in the second half of the match, especially holding point, winning that last charge. So that's what we like to see. Nice and fair match. Take a look at the after action report, and we'll go on to the second round.